up, everybody? It's Chris Chavez from Out of the Shadows podcast, back with another installment of the Movie Sellers Month of Horrors, Terrors Through Time, in which we watch one movie for every decade from the 1930s to the 2020s. For my 2010s pick, I decided to check out the 2016 Canadian horror sci-fi, The Void. The movie tells a story of a small-town police officer who encounters a mysterious cult while attending to the medical needs of a man that he finds on the side of the road one night. As his night continues, he ends up being trapped in a derelict hospital with a handful of people, including a nurse, a doctor, a pregnant woman and her grandfather, and a couple of orderlies. When two men show up with guns looking for the guy that he saved on the side of the road, you would think things are going from bad to worse. But then the creatures show up. Apparently the cult is summoning these creatures, and it's up to the people to fight for their survival and try to figure out what's going on. And The Void is a film that seems to have a lot going on. The opening of the film is intriguing enough to make you want to go along for the ride, but as more and more layers start getting pulled back and more characters start showing up, it really just feels like they're just trying to throw as much in as possible to this movie. The acting was okay, though some performances left a little to be desired. A lot of the characters had potential, but they never really hit to a point where it made me really care about any of them. And there were points throughout the film where the dialogue really didn't help. But overall, it was pretty serviceable. Now, the practical creature effects is where this movie really shines. The things being summoned by the cult are truly terrifying and revolting at the same time. From my understanding, the filmmakers started a Kickstarter to try to raise the funds to put into what these creatures look like. And it definitely feels like that's where most of their money went. But don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad movie. For me, it just had so much more potential and so much more room to make this a great movie. And it kind of just fell flat before the finish line. Overall, I still feel like it was decent. I gave the film 3 out of 5 stars. If cults and weird cosmic creatures are your cup of tea, this will definitely be a movie you want to check out. Just make sure you pay attention. There's a big info dump at the very end of this movie, and if you don't catch all of it, you'll be left going, what the heck was this movie about? Once again, I'm Chris Chavez of Out of the Shadows podcast with another installment of the Movie Sellers Month of Horrors, Terrors Through Time. I'll see you next time.